to afternoon, Mike.
Can't do it with his West Ham shirt on.
Shut up, Mike.
Let's go.
They're right here, yeah? Afternoon, Mike. How did you find Heybridge?
Tough, exactly as we expected, to be honest. We just said to the boys, me and Demo were talking, it's first pre-season game. Very, very hot out there. We've obviously only been back a couple of weeks or a few weeks because the season starts quite early, so we're not at the fitness levels that we'd want to be. But they certainly in the second half, I felt they moved it quickly. I thought they counter-attacked at a very good pace. I thought they used the ball well. They used the width of the pitch well. They were exactly what we expected, to be honest, in that second half. I'm just slightly disappointed, if I'm being harsh, just in the way that we didn't. I don't think we made them have to work hard enough. I feel like they worked well and they moved the ball well, as I said. But I don't think we made them. I don't feel like we made them have to work hard, have to get out of second gear. I feel we were a bit too respectful, a bit too laid back almost, a bit too conscious of the heat and the fact it was the first game. Maybe just didn't challenge ourselves enough. But I'd probably take 5-1 beforehand in terms of the result. But I suppose it's about fitness. It's a cliche, and it's about the fitness and about the players getting run out and challenging themselves. I just think as a coach, you're looking to get a bit more out of the boys.
How did you manage it out there in the heat today as well? Or how did you manage the players?
Well, it was all right for me. I was standing in the shade, but I think we said to them we knew we had 10 subs, online subs. So we said to the guys, some of them would have 45 minutes, some of them would have 60. So we tailored slightly how we worked. We weren't pressing quite how we would normally press, but I feel we almost took that and stepped off a bit too much. So normally we would do a very high press. We would press all over the pitch. We'd get in their face and we'd counter-attack a bit quicker. But I felt because we'd almost reduced that in our chat because of the heat and the conditions, I feel we then took that a step further. And I don't want to take away from Heybridge. They were very good, but I just feel we didn't. I don't think we did ourselves justice in giving them enough of a challenge, albeit a friendly. So.
Obviously, first half was fantastic as well. You went straight out there. You got an early goal, and then it started changing around about the half-hour mark.
Yeah.
How did it change in the first half?
Yeah, I think in some ways, I think maybe the goal didn't do us a favour. I mean, it was a lovely move. We definitely showed glimpses on the ball of what we could do, like some of the passing and passing under pressure and playing in tight areas was really, really good. I just feel we didn't do that enough and we weren't brave enough. And then I think as the half went on, we got more and more tired, and I think they grew into it. And then we got a bit nervous and started sitting back and sitting deep. And I think that's sort of where our problems come from. But I'm being overly harsh with the boys. It's just you always want perfection, don't you?
From a good first half to a very difficult second half, what do you think the main differences were?
I mean, I'm not certain in terms of the players they brought on, whether they're more regular first team or they were trialists, but I certainly felt 3 or 4 of the boys they brought in the second half were extremely pacey, very, very quick, very direct in terms of getting the ball and breaking to goal. And the more we tired and the more youth and inexperience we brought on, and the more they exploited it. And they were very, very good at exploiting it. So yeah, actually, as I'm talking, maybe I am being overly critical because I felt they exploited every sort of error or gap that we made.
Their striker that was up there scoring the goals, he's the top scorer in the Bostik last year. You tested yourself against the best.
Yeah, and do you know what? I said it to the boys in the change room beforehand. I said, look, this is this would be the minimum level you would expect to be playing at, or you'd want to play out, or you'd want to test yourselves at. This is the sort of team you could get in the FA Cup or the FA Vars. Don't just go out and write it off already because they're a tough side. This is the sort of games where it will test you, because stuff that you'd maybe get away with on other occasions, it will get exploited in games like this, and it did. And fair play to them. They had some very good players. Certainly in the second half, they were almost good to watch.
All the attention now turns to Monday. What are you looking for on Monday?
We just said I think I've seen Cray Wanderers' squad. It's very, very respectful of us on one end, and then on the other end you're sort of thinking we're in for another tough game. But I think today would have done us good. I would expect to see us just up everything 10-20%. I think the fitness levels will be a bit more. I think our heads will be switched on a bit more in terms of what we're going to come up against, what to expect. And they'll move the ball quickly. They'll move the ball well like that. They'll be athletic and pacey. So I think I hope we'll be a bit more switched on as to what we're going to come up against.
Last question: what are your expectations for the season?
I don't know. I'm not one for trying to play things down and whatnot. I think between me and Dimo and between the four walls of the change room, we would want to be up there challenging, in all honesty. It's not to put pressure on ourselves. I just think as the type of players we've got and the type of management team and the work that's going on and off the pitch at the club, we would want to keep progressing in the vein that we have been over the last couple of years. So I think deep down we would want to be challenging. I think we'll know more, a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks into the season. We'll be able to assess it a bit more, probably realistically. But we'll see. I think certainly now we want to be challenging. I think these first 3 friendlies in Heybridge, Cray Wanderers and 11 from Leyton Orient will certainly, it will raise the bar in everything that we need to be doing on the pitch, and then I think we'll come into a bit more realistic to friendlies, be able to give the guys a bit more time, be able to work on a few more things. But I think we'll set the level of what we need to be achieving, so we're hoping that's the way it works out. I think that's the way we're playing it, the way we have.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time, Mike.
Cool. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Cheers, guys.